Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Friday. Friday's the day of the week. We hand the reins over to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say, hey guys, vote us in a map. And they've gone with this one. It's a creator request map, a creator we have done just the once in the past back in episode 845, where they got the pass mark of 9 stars, a 3, a 3 and a 3. I barely recognise this creator in this map. It's a different standard altogether. It is exceptional work. And even if you're not a fan of snowfall maps, I think you're going to appreciate that this is indeed a very good map indeed. Not only that, it is 100% vanilla. So vanilla players will really like this too. And it's got a hell of a lot going for it. So stick around, won't you? That's right, sticking around with the like button on your finger really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Grimsøy by Ingenium. I think that's about right. The text in that thumbnail is triggering me. I'd like it to be slightly more centered, please, Ingenium. Help. Start square looks amazing. I absolutely love that start square. Very nice work indeed. And then if we have a look at the terrain heights, we've got a lot of rugged mountains and flat build. What more do you want? It's just either or. Very nice indeed. We have North Sea oil offshore there and some fertile land, a little bit of onshore oil as well if you want that. And if you have Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, because Norway is known for its fishing, it looks like that as well. Off to the workshop, what do you need? Well, it is a Snowfall DLC map. You will need Snowfall for this one. 100% vanilla. We'll be using the Vutcherton Frost winter theme by Hadis, an excellent theme, and the realistic 1.2 LUT, which I thought was a big mistake until I saw how it loaded, and I will accept that I am wrong. So the real life location for today's map is up here in the Arctic Circle in northern Norway. On the Lofoten Peninsula. I apologise for any mispronunciations, especially of the real life location of Grimsøy Marine. Grimsøy Marine, I'm going with. Right, if we scroll this in, you'll see that the pin is stuck down on this peninsula. We have got this rugged looking coastline connected to the mainland with the E10, this yellow road that goes up into the main part of Norway itself. And if we scroll in a little bit more, you'll see the shape of the island. It's big old mountains here, flat land here, which you'll see in the map when we get to it in a moment. And we have a little bit of farming. It doesn't really look like farming, does it? Is this mud flats or something? But it's obviously taken in the winter from above. Whereas looking at it here, we've got the springtime. But we've definitely got fields, farmhouses as well. And that's what we have there. Look at those mountains. Flat land to mountain transition straight off. Amazing. So well done, Norway, for amazing, amazing geology. We've got more farms going on here. This seems to be like a main conurbation area on the island. So we're not looking at big city build at all there. And we have also a golf course up here, which is quite neat. It's very hard to make out again, but I promise you that is a golf course. There is one other thing I want to show you. In fact, probably the main reason why I came into this. It's just a little quiz, a little quiz for you and me. As you peel off from the E10 here, we have, as this is the 1.6 here, and it follows down. We've got a little community down at Henningsvær. I'm going with that. I think that's right-ish for an English tongue. And they've got a decent little community going on here. I'm going to a small town. Yeah. And right at the end of the peninsula, as furthest thing they could build is a thing. What do you think that thing might be? We'll come back towards the end of the show and I will reveal all. I will absolutely do that as well, pre-recorded bonbon. So yes, what do you think is built right at the very end of that peninsula? Stick it in the comments and we will check for correct answers later. No cheating, please. So anyways, right, it's national roads down here. It is completely out, way away from any. We're so far north, we are in the Arctic Circle, and highways aren't a thing. They're just not a thing, are they? They wouldn't need to be a thing. But this, of course, is Cities Skylines, and I think actually on this occasion, for gameplay purposes, I think highways are an absolute essential. They've been really well laid. They've got very good standards throughout on the networks on this particular map. Have a look at this bridge. Very clean and tidy bridge. I really like that. Very nice work as well. You may notice the concrete support over here. Now, we've got no concrete blocks subscribed to. It's 100% vanilla. So what is going on here? The answer is, of course, in Move It, pillars. Bridge pillars. Very neatly done indeed. Clipped it back in there for you. And yeah, that's nice and clean and tidy. I really like that. Also, I really like the vanilla key here uses a concrete supporting wall behind the trumpet intersection. That is clean and tidy as well. Very good work. Very, very nice work indeed. Some very clean and tidy tunnels, and we've got a supporting wall alongside here as well to stop you from falling off into the sea. Look at the vanilla rocks. Look how they these are just worked exceptionally. Some really good work in this map today. But yes, you do need snowfall for this. If you haven't got snowfall, the benefits of snowfall is, well, snow, road maintenance, and of course the trams. You get to put trams into your city as well if that's what you want to do. Now what we've got here is a slightly squidgy looking wishbone intersection. I'm really taken by that as well. Although we have got a little bit of clipping with the pillars underneath here, just popping their noses through. Could be tidied up a little bit. And on this side, we've got a little pinch point where the roads are merging into the highway. That is fixable if you want to spend enough time doing it. Let me just do... This should pop quite easily, and it does. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's the straight connection. There are ways, if you want to take some time doing it, there are ways of actually doing that. This one should pop. There. Oh, I had to pop back in, but that's not what we're here for anyway. I just wanted to show you that could be just improved on very, very slightly. It is possible to do that. Anyway, back to the highways heading in towards the start square. So yes, I don't mind that these are highways on this particular map. It is, if you want to just recreate the small fishing and farming area that it actually is, then replace them with national roads and do a detailer's build. That's fine. But if you want to do a proper city build on here, I think this is really laid out excellently. And we're into the start square, nice looking intersection there, and we have an asset of the day. And it's by somebody we've not done for a while. This is Prosper, and this is the Townsley. Really nice looking solid building, American style, American architecture I feel there. I could be wrong, tell me that I'm wrong in the comments, because I do like to be corrected where correction is required. Factoids, because factoids. On today's date, the 19th of June in 1566, James I of England was born. He gave cannabis plants to each and every settler in Jamestown, Virginia. So if you've ever been to Jamestown and there's still a lot of cannabis plants floating around, you can probably blame our good old King James from 500 years ago. Blimey. Blimey. Doesn't time fly when you're a monarch? Oh, Civilization. Love that game. Okay, so the Townsley by Prosper. Lovely looking building. Looks even better when it's not covered with snow, but I can't do anything about that in today's show. Right. Next, we'll head back down to the highways and we'll follow the highway out towards the edge of the map, just to show you that it does go out towards the edge of the map. We'll skip over it a little bit faster now because there's plenty of other things. Have you got any ideas about what's on the end of that peninsula? Huh? It surprised me. I mean, I'm not shocked. It's not a shocking thing. It's not like a 400-foot tall naked statue of Donald Trump. No, nothing like that. It's believable. What we got here, we've got another bridge with the concrete supports. Again, looks really very clean and tidy. Good standard bridge laying. I should really be showing you how to make perfect bridges in today's show, but I think it's more important to talk about snow. because we have the Snowfall DLC here. Oh, I could live without this. It looks okay. It's a Park Life cave thing. It looks okay, but I'm just... very rarely do I see them used in a way that I go, yeah, actually, I really like that. I've got to say, it's probably the best use of that I've ever seen, and I still don't like it. I can't really blame the creator too much, apart from using it. How dare you use it? We have got some nice little rail bridges. Again, not elevated, just dragged across the river and looking very clean and tidy. And no catenary chaos at all on this map as well. A couple a bit too close together there, but it's very difficult to do too much about those. So yes, I was still thinking about 60-foot tall naked statue of Donald Trump. I suspect there'll be one of those coming in one of his private grounds somewhere. Oh, we've got a few more of these clipping, what they call pillars, clipping pillars through the bridge. There's a couple of those, and just have slipped through. They just need to be dropped a little bit using the Move It tool. Not a big job. Not a big job at all. And that, for me, those are the worst problems with this map. The rest of it I absolutely freaking love. Absolutely do, you know. Anyway, herring across now into open territory, which means we're not going to have many ups and downs. If there's no ups and downs, we're not going to have any trouble with the rail. If we're not going to have any trouble with the rail, we're going to start thinking about the shipping routes. Do you reckon there'll be shipping routes on this map? Because this is Norway and there's bound to be. There's bound to be shipping routes. So we'll do that. We'll do the water flow. We'll have a quick overview, and then we'll go and have a little look at where all these sirens are coming from. Thank you. And then we'll go and have a look. Everybody's favourite factories. A little bit of a dead end here with the rail. Very neat, very tidy, and a very tidy looking harbour area as well. A little marina in real life right there. Very nice. Got to say I like it. Right, intermission. We'll come back with that shipping.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to this Snowfall map, Grimsøy by Ingenium. And we have a shipping route. Shipping route's clean through the middle of that bridge, which looks plenty high enough. And I've got to say, I do like this shipping route. I think it works really well. I'm making a big point of liking this shipping route because the other one, less so. I'm going to be honest with you, less so. It comes in, it's fine. It looks okay here. This is doing okay. And that around about this point here, I'd like it to carry straight on off of the map. But it doesn't. It actually bears left and goes up into the bay up here. And then it's going to come back down, loop back on itself. Which means that every bit of shipping is going to come in and sail around that and out, which feels totally unrealistic to me. I'd like it just to be connected off with a dead end route up into there. That would make a lot more sense. Water flow, this is your start square. You can see we have a little hint of this river, which does have water coming in from here, where we have not one, not two, but 3 water spawn points. So we should have enough water coming down there for probably pumping your sewage out. Here, this is where I think you're going to be drawing your fresh water from. We've got a fairly weak looking river, but look at the size of the water spawn point here. That to me looks strong enough to provide enough water to get you started before you actually start drawing from the bay. So it's a stunning looking map. These mountains are as good as they get, thanks in part of course to the Vochterton Frost. I'm loving these water spawn locations as well. These feel truly believable. We've got snowmelt coming off of the mountains. You would have a small lake there, and then it would trickle down, and it's just like welling up in the second lake here, and it trickles down again. The rivers feel 100% realistic. I've got to say, I think this is top level work. And it just feeds out into the bay. And even then, the bay, look at these vanilla rocks. I can't believe how really realistic those vanilla rocks look with the Snowfall DLC. Great mountains, great mountains with the snow just sitting on there. We're having to do no work with the oil tool to paint in snow on this one. This is all au naturel. Got a big old bay here. We've got a secondary build area over here on the mainland, which is clean, and again, a good sized bay there as well, with the bridge crossing across it. It just feels like a really good city build location. Honestly, a lot of thought's gone into this map, and it really shows. So what we'll do now is we'll tie off the show by going back to Google Earth and seeing what's at the end of that peninsula. So back to Henningsvær and the mystery item at the end of the peninsula. What did you think it was then? What did you think it was? Well, I'm going to tell you, you don't want to kick your ball too hard. You can fit a football stadium down there. And if you're doing a city build, remember, you can always find room for a football stadium. Have a look at this. First of all, amazing views. Amazing views. There's Henningsvær. And we have there the football stadium on the peninsula. That is one of the most stunning views I have seen from Google Earth. Beautiful place, Norway. Now let's get back to the main show. Okay, your chance to vote on the map. Not on the real life location, on the actual map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month with the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click in the top right hand corner now and it will take you straight over to my Patreon, where you can vote for free using Facebook, Gmail, YouTube, or even a free Patreon account. Okay, aesthetically, remember this is 100% vanilla. I cannot see anything I would do to improve this. I love it. It's 5 stars. Detailing. Okay, one bit of a minor grumble with that is, of course, it happens a few times, a little bit of the pillar clipping coming through, but I still feel on the whole this is an excellent map, and it gets a very strong 4 stars for detail. For gameplay, I and ahed over making this a 5-star map. And ahed. But if I was playing this, the one thing that would really annoy me would be the shipping coming in and through that bay, which wouldn't normally. And it would detract from my gameplay experience. So I'm going to give it 4 stars for gameplay, because I still think it's a highly playable map, but I can't give it perfection. So Grimsøy by ingenium. Sorry, Norway. Sorry, everybody in Norway. But it does get... eventually, the BonBonB seal of approval. That is exceptional work, ingenium. Take a bow. Wow. A snowfall map in the summer, though. You know, you could have saved it for Christmas. That would have been a great Christmas map. I would love doing that for Christmas. Anyway, if you're still watching, you are in the 20 and out elite, watching the last 20 seconds. We're doing double points today, double population points. If you can use that phrase in the comments down below. Remember, don't talk about this in the comments. This is an exclusive club that only you and I know about. Thanks for watching. I've been BonBonB, and I'll see you tomorrow.